نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه وبعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Alhamdulillah, welcome everyone to a new session for a study of surf. And Alhamdulillah, we have been doing the families, the Mazid, Salasi Mazid Fihi families, and we have uh, had a little intro about the first three families, family two, family three, and family four. Then we studied about their implications, that how the words inside each family can have different meanings. And then we did family two. We started family two, and we did it in detail. We learned how the words are formed in this family. We learned about the Surf Sahir chart for family two. Then we learned about the Surf Kabir charts for each sigas like Fel Madi, Fel Mudari, and its Masdar, ism file, and so on. Then we did some examples from different root letters, using different root letters and what are their meanings. You can see on your screens, we did these examples in the last session, and we already know that Mazid Fi families are all characterized by the extra letters that are the part of that family, and we know that they are total 10 families, and each one have a very unique family feature. And we know that we learn about the Sahih chart and Kabir charts. We know what are the jizr, these are the root letters. And uh, then we learned about the implications, as I mentioned, about family two. And you know that each of the Mazid Fihi family has a number of implications associated with them, and the most common ones we just mentioned in the last class. And words from the Lama family are generally mutaaddi, and indicate that the action is repetitive and is taking place over a long period of time. We did examples for Nazala, and we know that it usually means to reveal gradually and repetitively over the time. And we know that this fail is used to talk about the revelation of the Quran over the 23 years of period of the revelation. And we did some examples from the Quran for Allama family. And let's see here. We did this. وَيُسَبِّحُ الرَّعْدُ بِحَمْدِهِ from Surah Rad. And we learned that first of all, we have to see that what is this word. We have to see that, yeah, we know that this is fail. Then what type of fail? We know that sabbaha yusabbihu. Then we have to read the Allama chart. And I hope that till now you have memorized at least first line, and I always encourage everyone that you should memorize the first line of every family, each family, so it will be easy for you to recognize the words within the Quran. So from the Allama family, Allama yu'allimu taliman fahuwa muallimun, we can see that this word is فعل مضارع. Sabbaha yusabbihu. Allama yu'allimu. So this is a fairly mudari. Alhamdulillah. And what are the root letters? What are the jizrs? See, ba, and ha. These are the root letters. Then we saw what is the meaning of this sentence. And the third exalts or glorifies Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with praise of Him. Sabbaha yusabbihu is means to glorify, to exalt. Then uh, we as for practice, you can write the first line as I mentioned. Sabbaha yusabbihu tasbihan musabbihun. Whenever you are looking for a word in the Quran, just follow the pattern, write what type of word is that. Then if it is a fail, then write what type of fail it is, then write the root letters, the try to just translate the sentence or just write down the meaning from the you can see from Quran which has the meanings, and then write down the first line of that family. Just see till now we are on the first the family two. So I will encourage you to find the words which look like in family two. So then I showed you some examples from the Quran that how this root letter seen by and ha is used using family to this see here Safat in the ayah it is falawla annahu kana min al musabbihin, and had he not been of those who exalt Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this you can see here it is from the because here it is jar. So this is the jar state. Musabbihin, musabbihin, you know that. Musabbihun, musabbihina, musabbihina. It is the jar, and the sub state is the same. But here, because of the half of jar, we know that it is jar state. And here it is. It has been used in the Rafa state, musabbihuna, and indeed we are those who exalt Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alhamdulillah. So this is the root letter used in family two. Then see here, I also mentioned about the Musabbihat. Those are those surahs which begin with the glorification of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because it means to glorify. Sabbaha means to glorify, and these are all the surahs which starts with the Musabbihat. Okay, then, inshallah, let's start with the next example from family two word. Balil lazina kafaru fi takzibin. So, this word. So, just to recall, Allama yu'allimu ta'aliman fahuwa mu'allimun. So, we can see that it is not a fail. It is not in the on the pattern of allama yu'allimu. It is on the pattern of the masdar ta'liman takziban. So because takziban, it has the kasras because of the harf of jar before it. Fi takziban. All right. So what type of word it is? It is a masdar. Then we will see what are the root letters. So just drop that extra, just ignore the extra words, the stop, and you can see in this yard, you can see here that because it was the letters which are involved in family two for mazhar, for making the mazhar. So we can see it is kaf, zal, and ba are the root letters. What is the translation? But they who disbelieve are in persistent denial. Kazaba means to deny. Kazaba means to deny. So here, this root letter means denial because it is the masdar, so it will be a noun, denial. Denial. And the Allama family, as you know, the first line, just put kaf and these three root letters kaf, zal, and ba into this family, family two. You can say kazzaba, yukazzibu, takziban, mukazzibun. So you can see here this is the first line, and in this way you can complete the whole chart for family two. This is how these root letters are used for family two in the Quran. وَيْلٌ يَوْمَئِذٍ لِلْمُكَذِّبِينَ. Woe that day to the deniers. All right, so this is how it is used, and you can see here this is a Muslim chart. because you know that this is a ism file, and this here, this because of li, this harf of jar, you can see here, this is the jar form, mukazzibin, mukazzibuna, mukazzibina, mukazzibina. This is the second example in which it is used in the Rafa state. It is marfu. Summa innakum ayyuhaddallun al-mukazzibun. Then indeed you, O those astray, who are deniers. As I mentioned that kazaba means to deny. So here you can see this masdar is used takziban and this mukazzibin in the state of mansoob and in the state of jar, and it is a sim file, and this is mukazzibun in the state of rafa, it is marfu. Alhamdulillah. So here, last time when we were doing Fa'il Amr, I just mentioned that how we are going to make the Fa'il Amr from from the Fa'il Mudare. You always know, I mentioned to you that we make the Fa'il Mudare from Fa'il Amr from the Fa'il Mudare by doing applying some rules. So see, what are these rules? First of all, make the word lightest. All right, so you know that how do you make the word like this? By putting a sukoon on the last letter. All right, and then remove the ta at the start. And remember this, that fele amr is always made from the second person, singular, dual, and plural. Anta, antuma, antum. Anti, antuma, antunna. From this, you are going to make your fail amr. So make the word like this. And number two is remove the ta at the start. So here, there will be two conditions. The first condition will be some words will sound incorrect. When you will drop the ta and put a sukoon, then for example, this is tadrusu. This is the anta form of the yadrusu. So here you can see here when you are going to put a sukoon, make it like this, put a sukoon here, and dropping this, it will be difficult to pronounce like this. It has a sukoon, it has a sukoon. So it will be difficult to pronounce. All right. So what will be the condition? There are two conditions again. Second letter, last letter has a dhamma. All right. You see here, second last letter has a dhamma. And here again, second last letter has a fatha or a kasra. It can have two things, like it will have a dhamma, it can have a fatha. In this condition, it has a dhamma in the middle. So, what are the rules for these two words? If the middle letter has a dhamma, if the middle letter has a fatha. So, what you're going to do? Add an alif, all right, at the start and put a dhamma on it, all right, like this, udrus. And if you have a fatha in the middle, add an alif at the start and put a kasra on it, isma. No fatha will be added. All right, no fatha. If you have a fatha in the middle, you are going to put a kasra. If you have a dhamma, you are going to put a dhamma to make your fail udrus isma. Udrus isma. So here, two rules. The first two rules, make the word lightest. All right, then remove the ta at the start. So here, example is using a dhamma here. Tadrusu becomes this, dal, ra, and sin. But it is hard to pronounce. It's durus, like this. It is hard to pronounce. So what is the rule? If the first letter has a dhamma, if the first letter has a dhamma now, what you're going to do? Then there will be two conditions. Either the second letter has a dhamma or it has a fatha. If it has a dhamma, you're going to put the dhamma by adding an alif in the start. It will be udrus. And if it has a fatha, you are going to put a kasra here. So it will become isma by putting an alif, adding an alif, and giving it a kasra here. So it becomes isma, and here it becomes udrus. There is another condition. Some words will sound correct. Like the some words, as I mentioned here, the some words are sounding incorrect. So you are going to apply these two rules. All right. So, but here, see here, some words will sound correct. Like Jahidu becomes Jahid, making this lightest. and dropping this ta dhamma. It becomes jahid, so it is easy to pronounce. So the process is complete. So tujahidu means you struggle, jahid means struggle. So this will be converted into fail amr. So this is how you are going to make your fail amr in your family too. And this rule will be applied in the next families that we will do, inshallah. So remember this important rule of making fail amr. Like make the word lightest and remove the ta at the start, and then follow these two conditions. If your word falls in this condition, then you're not going to add anything, and you will just get the word right away. You're fairly aware. But if you have incorrect word sound incorrect, then you have two conditions, then you're going to follow these rules. Alhamdulillah. So this is our fi'l how to make fi'l from our fi'l mudari. And remember that fi'l only applies to the second person singular, second person dual, and second person plural. Anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antumna. Here, see here, rules for making the command or forbidding forms. Here, forbidding has almost the same. Just see the rules, how we are going to make the forbidding or the fairly nahi, just like fairly but there is a slight difference. The command of forbids can only be made from the second person, as I mentioned. Anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antuna. And then making commands and forbids from the Allama family, we did it already. For the the commanding fail, the faili mudari in the second person must be made lightest, as I mentioned to you the first rule. And then you also have to remove the ta. So tutu'allimu becomes allim, we made this. Tadrus will become durus. So you are going to make this. Actually, this is not. This is from the family three, and this is also for from the family one. But here for family two, as I mentioned, you have to apply the same rule. Like you have to drop this ta and have to make it lighter by putting a sukun. So to allimu becomes allim. The same rules will be followed for all families, inshallah. For the feli nahi, the forbidding fel, the feli again, use a feli mudare, anta antuma antum anti antuma antunna, and the example will be for the singular. In the second person must be made lightest and be given a la. So to allimu becomes la to allimu. You are not going to drop this ta. There is a typo here. La to allim. So you are not going to drop the ta for feli nahi. You're only going to drop this ta in the condition of feli amr when you are making the feli amr from any feli mudare, second person forms. Alhamdulillah. So let's continue. You should commit yourself to practicing the Allama family using the following words. Well, I have given a list of words that you can do it. You can do practice at homes and try to make the Surf Sangeet and Surf Kabir charts for all these words to practice. These words are Allama, Fa'ala, Darrasa, Karrama, Naffara, Sharrafa, Abada, Fassara, Sharraha, Nazzala. So you can see they are all on the pattern of family 2, Allama family. So you can see you can use these words to make your Surf Kabir and Surf Sahir chart, and one is done for you, the Surf Sahir for Fassara. So follow the Allama chart, Surf Sahir. فسر يفسر تفسيرا فهو مفسر. فسر يفسر تفسيرا فهو مفسر. الأمر منه فسر، والنهي عنه لا تفسر، والظرف منه مفسر. So Alhamdulillah, this is a chart for Saf Saghir, and you can see here we have used the jizr far, seed, and raw, and we have applied it to family 2, Allama family, and we have made this Surf Sahi chart. And you can just read the meanings here. Like first means he described, or he explained, or he made it clear. And just like that, the explanation goes on. Like masdar is the because it means to describe, so tafsiran will be the description or the explanation. Alhamdulillah. And just like that, all these are done according to their sigas. Alhamdulillah. So inshallah, we are going to start with our Salasi Mazid family, family 3, Ba Mufala. And you know that the word Mufala is taken from the Masdar, Jihadan wa Mujahadatan. And this is the default letters are Jim, Ha, and Dal. And the Sarsavi Jahad goes like Jahada yujahidu jihadan wa mujahadatan, fahuwa mujahidun. جوهد يجاهد جهادا ومجاهدة فهو مجاهد الأمر منه جاهد والنهي عنه لا تجاهد والظرف منه مجاهد. So this is a Ba Mufa'ala, and family 3 of Ba Mufa'ala is characterized by the extra alif as well as the Dhamma on the Mudhari. You can see, and this is Dhamma on the Mudhari. As I mentioned that family 2, family 3, and family 4, we can see this Dhamma in the Mudhari on the first letter. We see in all these three families, and it is classified as Alif family and a Dhamma family. You can say that. So, uh, as we have inserted the sample letters Jahada here, Jim, Ha, and Dal into this family, so we can memorize, and it will be easy for you to memorize this chart using this root letters, these root letters, inshallah. And also notice that this family has two masdars, jihadan wa mujahadatan, and that these two are interchangeable in terms of the meanings. And mostly, though the second one is more commonly used in the like mujahadatan is most commonly used in this for family 3, inshallah. So this is a family 3. Now let's have some examples. We have the words and we have the root letters, kind of words, and their meanings. Now look at them. They are all belonging to family 3. Only the sigas are different. Let's see how they are different. Like kitalan, the root letter first, we can see that dropping the extra letters, we can see the main root letters, the qaf, te, and lam. So it is, you can see here, we know that I encourage you to memorize this first line, Jahada yujahidu, jihadan wa mujahadatan, fahuwa mujahidun. So you can see that it is from the masdar. So right down here, the masdar, I mentioned to you, like, just find out different words from the Quran from family 3 and do listing like this, and it will give you a good practice. Then the meaning is Qitalan means to fight or the fighting. It has this root letter. Okay, then the next word is Hajarna. The next word is Hajarna. So you can say that its root letters are the jizr are Ha Jim, the He Jim and Ra, and it is Fa'il Madi Hunna. Okay, the Fa'il Madi Hunna. It is like Hajara and you Hajiru. It is like this, and you can also read the Sanskrit chart till Hunna. You will get Hajara. Hajara, Hajara, Hajaru, and it is like that. You can have this journal, and it means they female emigrated. Okay, so the next word is munafikina. The root letters are noon, fa, and kaf, and it is ism file. You know that in munafikun, it is like jahada, yujahidu, jihadan, wa mujahadatan, fahuwa mujahidun, munafikun, mujahidun, munafikun. So apply this munafikun chart to the word to the Muslim chart. Munafikun, munafikani, munafikuna. Okay, just like the munafikuna is the marfu form, so munafikina is our nasab and jar forms for the word munafik. It is a simple and it can be nasab or jar because we do not know whether it is following, it is just a simple word, it is following a harf of nasab or harf of jar. So it means hypocrites. The next word is haraba. The root letters are ha, ra, and ba, and it is felimudare, felimadi, hua, and means he warred, he went for a war. Haraba yuharibu. So haraba is from the Jahada family. You can see this is on the pattern of Fale, Amadi of family tree. Uh, this haraba is similar to Jahada. Next word is yudaifu. Yudaifu. Dua, Ain, and Fa, and it is on the pattern of Fale Mudari Hua. You can see that Da'afa, Yudaifu. Da'afa, Yudaifu. Putting it in the Jahada family. Da'afa, Yudaifu. Follow this U and E sound. U, E sound. You will get this U, E from Yudaifu. So it is Fale Mudari Hua means he multiplies. Next word is ukibtum. Ukibtum. So the root letters are Ain, Kaf, and Ba, and it is Madi Majhul Antum. Akaba, Yuakibu. Then Akaba, then see here, Jahada, Juhida. So Akaba, Ukiba. Akaba, Ukiba. So you can see here, Ukiba, then it is to the Antum form, Madi Majhul Antum, you will get Ukibtum. See, the ending is giving you, it is giving you this Antum form, Ukibtum. It means you all were afflicted. You all were afflicted because it is the Madi Majhul. It is not Madi Malum, it is Madi Majhul, means the action was applied on them. We learned about Madi Majhul, then what is Madi Majhul? That or any fi'l that is Majhul, that means that action is applied on that word or on that person. So you all were afflicted. Alhamdulillah. And we already learned about the implications for family tree, that they are transitive and action applied to other, they are repetitive, and they shows intensity and domination of one party. We learned that, and also words from this family are, as I mentioned, they are mutaaddi and generally implies that the action was completed immediately and all at once. Right? All at once. And the word sorry, they are repetitive, they are not applied over time, sorry. The word, as I mentioned, uh, that this is dually shows the domination of the one party. All right, now let's see some examples from the Quran, and the first example is from Surah Baqarah, ayah number 9. يخادعون الله والذين آمنوا وما يخدعون إلا أنفسهم وما يشعرون. So this here I highlighted this the word which have the root letters kha, dal, and aid. Kha, dal, and aid. But you can see here that this is khada'a yukhadi'u. Khada'a yukhadi'u. But it doesn't have an alif, because this is not from the family tree. I just highlighted it to show you that how the same root letters are used, but in a different family. This is family one because we are not doing the family one. This is Khada Yakdi'u. Because I mentioned to you that family one is quite a big family, but in which the first forms are usually the only three root letters and no extra letter is added to that family. But here you can see here the same rooters, kha, dal, and are used here. But on family tree, this yukhadi'una is used, khada'a, yukhadi'u. And from una, we know that this is hum. Khada'a, yukhadi'u, 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 yukhadi'ani, yukhadi'una. So here, this is our hum form, yukhadi'una. They think to deceive. They think to deceive. As I mentioned to you that Jahada, this implications, we learned that it is applied, the action is applied to other. So it means they try to deceive someone. So they think to deceive And who they want to deceive? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Here you can see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This Lafzul Jalala has a fatha. That means it is a detail here. The Allah Lafzul Jalala is a detail. It is a maf'ul here. And it is not in the marfu form. It is not a file here. Here a file is this wow. This wall jama is a file here. Alright, you call the owner, they think to deceive Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and those who believe, but they deceive not except themselves. As I mentioned to you earlier, that family one is always that the action is applied to oneself. So see here, in the meaning you can see here, illa anfusakum, not accept themselves. It is written here, but Subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned this word in this family word you can see here, because the implication of family word is that that action is applied to oneself. So this is again the miracle of the words from the Quran and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that, excuse me, that how he has used these words and directly. See, Yakhtauna is from family one, and family one implication is mostly that the action is applied to oneself. Alhamdulillah. So here we saw this example from Surah Baqarah. From the this word is yukhadi'una. Yukhadi'una is a fail. And now let's see what type of fail it is. Whether it is fail madi or fail mudari. Yukhadi'una khada'a. Yukhadi'u. It is fail mudari. So we'll write fail mudari and then we are going to write the jazr here. Khadal and aid. This is by putting it into the first line of the family tree. خادع يخادع خداع ومخادعة, because we know that it has two methods. مخادع اسم file is مخادع. Here, a very interesting word I want to show you. It is from the root letters are kaf, te, and lam. The root letters of kaf, te, and lam. So here are different forms of words, and they are in different families are used in just three uh, ayat of Surah Baqarah. Uh, Ayah number 190, 191, and 193. You can see here the highlighted words. You can see the similarities in the words, that how a single these three root letters are used in multiple forms. وقاتلوا في سبيل الله الذين يقاتلونكم ولا تعتدوا إن الله لا يحب المعتدين. And fight in the way of Allah those who fight you but do not transgress. Indeed, Allah does not like transgressors. Ayah 190 of Surah Baqarah. 191 واقتلوهم حيث سكفتموهم وأخرجوهم من حيث أخرجوكم والفتنة أشد من القتل ولا تقاتلوهم عند المسجد الحرام حتى يقاتلوكم فيه فإن قاتلوكم فاقتلوهم كذلك جزاء الكافرين. Again, see here how this word is used multiple times, and we are inshallah going to see how these words are different from each other. And here, see here, and kill them. This is Fali Amr, and do not fight them. Fali Nahi, they fight you. This is Fali Mudare, they fight you. Fali Mudare again, then kill them. This is Fali Amr. Those who fight you, Fali Mudare, and fight, Fali Amr. See, the transition is telling you that how these words are so different from each other. But by looking at these words, they look all the same. But they are all, the transition is giving you away the exact meaning, that what type of word are they. So let's see how they are used in different sigas. The last one is وَقَاتِلُوهُ حَتَّى لَا تَكُونَ فِتْرَةٌ وَيَكُونَ الدِّينُ لِلَّهِ. Fight them. Again, Salam is used here until there is no more fitra and until worship is acknowledged to be for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So these are the examples in which This root letter, Qaf, Pe, and Lam is used in just the three ayat of Surah Al-Baqarah. Now see here, I made this chart to show you that how these words are different by again following the same pattern. We are going to write all the words that we saw in these three ayat, the meaning of these words, the root letters, and the bab they belong to, and the siga of or the kind of word they are. The first word that we saw is wakatilu, and fight. So root letters are again, you can notice here all the root letters are the same kaf, te, and lam. And this is from bab mufa'ila. We will see that how they are belonging to each bab. This is from Mufa'ila because when we use on the Satsangi chart for Bab Mufa'ila, putting this Katala Yukatilu, we will get Wakatilu, this Antum. Feli Antum. Again, Yukatilunakum, those who fight you. The same root letter, Bab Mufa'ala, Feli Mudare Hum. And you can see here, these are not single word, these are two words. Yuqatiluna, kum. Kum here is a mafool. The action is applied to kum. You, those who fight you. These are two words. Yuqatiluna, kum. This is single word, this is fa'il this is fa'il mudari hum with the attached kum, attached form of antum. Waqtuluhum again, two words, waqtulu and hum plus hum. Fa'il amr antum, waqtulu and kill them. And kill them. Here, as I mentioned to you, that fa'il amr and fa'il nahi is always made from the second person singular, dual and plural. So it is fa'il made from antum. Waqtulu, because this wow is giving away that this is the plural form. This is a wow jama. All right. So as I mentioned to you earlier, that the alfarika is always removed when we attached a pronoun to it. And here you can see this wow for alfarika is removed because of the attached hum here. So waqtulu and kill them. This is fail. This meaning will give away that what type of fail it is. وَلَا تُقَاتِلُوا La and do not تُقَاتِلُوا fight them. You can also see here that sometimes this the same root letter is giving you the meaning of kill and the same root letter is giving you the meaning of fight. So when it is in the family of family tree, the action is always applied to another and notice that that's how when it is used in the family one, then the Sarayan Suru family one, it is giving you the meaning of kill. All right, and when it is used in family tree, it is giving you the meaning of uh, this fight. So I can also tell you that this pattern can also be because this root letter kaf, ta, and lam is can be used in the meaning of kill and it can be used in the meaning of fight. All right, we'll also see the details, inshallah, later in this lecture. Yukatilukum next word, they fight you. This is Falima Mudare, and again, see here, these are two words, Yukatilu and hum. Next word is Fa'in Katalukum, again two words, Fa'in Katalu, they fight you, kum, fight you, Falimadi, hum, from Bab Mufala. Only where you see the word kill. This is from the family word Nasarayan Suru. Again, otherwise, if it is about fighting, it means it is from Babu Fa'ala, family 3. Faktuluhum, then kill them. Faktulu, then kill them. Hum. These are again two words. Nasarayansuru, Fale Antum. They all have the same root letters. So, Katala can be kill and Katala here can be fight against. This kaf, Allah. Waqatuluhum and fight again ka. Here, wherever you see the kaf with the alif, ka, ka, that means it is fight. But if you see a dhamma or a fatha, it will be, or a sukun, it will be that, it will not from family three, it can be from family one or other families like, you can say it is family one. Yes, family one. All right. Last is waqatiluhum and fight against them again, kaf with the alif. So you can say that it is fight and fight against. It is a family antum. All right. So here we just have the intro for all these words and how they are so different by looking at the meanings, their jizr, their bab, and their sighas. Alhamdulillah. Now, just see this that recall family two. We know that Bab Tafil, Allama Yu'allimu family two. We know that this pattern implies hyperbole in some few cases. Look at the root letters again, Kaf, the Te and Lam. Using it in family two, the Fa'li Madi will be Kattala. Fa'li Madi will be Kattala, which means to massacre, which means to massacre. See now, here again, how this word is changing its meaning by putting it into different family. When we are using the same root letter in the family three, it gives the meaning of to fight. But when it is used in family two, it is giving the meaning of massacre. Massacre is a hyperbole, means extreme killing. Extreme killing. All right. Whereas katala means to kill from family one, and you know that Nasarayan Suru. Now look at, as I already mentioned to you, in Babufala, words from this family often implies that the action is directed from one individual to another individual or group. So now this word with having an alif, katala, that means now it is changing the meaning, and it means to fight. Now, as we are progressing, you can see that how and we these families implications are making sense now. That how these single words, root letters into different families are giving away different meanings. All right, so fighting is something that one individual or group does to another. All right, so the same root letter, when if we put it into family two, it is giving the meaning of massacre, kattala to massacre. Then again, by putting it family one, we see that it is giving the meaning of to kill, katala, just to kill, not the massacre, but just the killing. Can be a killing of one person and so on. And then by putting it into family three, Babu Fala, we see that it means to fight. It is completely changed. The implication is completely changed when these root letters are put into family three. This is how we are going to see how beautifully these words are making sense, making different meanings when we are putting them into different families. Alhamdulillah. So see here, just for knowledge, extra knowledge that the root letter Kaf, Te, and Lam is found 170 times in the Quran, and Katala is used 83 times. That means to kill or he kill. It is used in the Quran 83 times, and this form can be changed like Katala, Katala, Katalu. It can have multiple meanings or forms. And just like that, Qatala, the family three, is used 54 times in the Quran to fight or he fought. See here the same root letters but giving away different meanings to kill and to fight when we are putting them into different families, like here in family one, here in family three. Alhamdulillah. So you can find by searching them these words, you can highlight these words and see how these words, the same root letters, are used in different families in the Quran, and how these implications are making sense now. Alhamdulillah. So the details of the word, inshallah, we will just continue in the next class. So see you all in the next session. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.